What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Since I started this channel with my first video back in September last year, I have been shocked and grateful for the immense amount of support I have gotten from all of you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It is actually because of that support that I'm making this video with a live update about me. I wanted to share with you all a decision I made which will have a pretty large impact on this channel. So I recently quit my job at Airbnb. While that was my dream job, I have found that my passion lies elsewhere in being able to help people with information I provide in my videos and blog posts. I'm personally very excited about this transition in my life. It will allow me to put my full effort into content creation. I have just launched my website at didinterviewpro.com to house all my blogs, videos, and services, which I hope many of you will take the time to check out. I know many of you are probably still wondering why I would quit an amazing job at Airbnb. Well, in the rest of this video, I want to explain what exactly working at Airbnb was like, the reasons I quit, and how I feel about that decision at this point. I hope today's video sheds some light on who I am and why I do what I do. So how did I go from working at Airbnb to making Did Interview Pro my full-time job? It was not because I was unhappy with Airbnb or the team I worked with in any way. Airbnb is the best company I have ever worked with. It was my dream job, and from landing a job with them to deciding to quit has been a fulfilling journey. In fact, my desire to work with Airbnb started long before I landed an interview. I was in a master's program studying landscape architecture. And as a part of a field trip, my class visited the Airbnb headquarters in San Francisco. At that time, I was struck by the design and attention to detail in Airbnb's office. It just seemed like a cool place to work, and my interest was piqued. Once I was actually preparing for interviews for a data scientist position at Airbnb, I had the chance to learn a lot more about Airbnb as a company and the overall culture. That process only confirmed my initial interest in the company, and I was thrilled when I was offered a position as a data scientist at Airbnb. When I began to work at Airbnb, I was able to learn a lot of new skills and grow professionally because of the support they offer. Within a few weeks after taking an internal onboarding program, I was able to contribute to production code. I even switched from being a data scientist to a software engineer while at Airbnb, which allowed me to learn even more skills. You can find out more about that switch in my other video on the topic. After I joined the Eng team, I was able to learn web and iOS development from scratch. And I completed my third master's degree, which was in computer science. I have to say that I would never have been able to achieve any of that without Airbnb's culture of support. On top of that, the culture at Airbnb was also another reason I enjoyed my time there so much. My manager created an environment where everyone could feel comfortable speaking up and sharing ideas. I have not found that in any other company I have worked with, and it has truly made Airbnb the best company I have ever worked for. All of those is to make clear that I did not quit Airbnb because there was anything wrong with the working environment or my job there. I genuinely enjoyed it. But why did I quit my job? Let me share with you my journey. When I started this YouTube channel back in September last year, it was a side project for me. All my intention was to help my data scientist friends who were laid off due to COVID and were forced to look for jobs. As this channel has continued to grow, it has become more and more difficult to maintain both a full-time job and not compromise the quality of my videos. Even as it became more challenging, I realized that video quality was something I'm simply not willing to compromise. I wanted my video to be informative and to the point. I want them to provide enough valuable content that they are worth the time you guys take to watch them. What that desire for video quality boils down to was a lot of my time. I spent 6 to 8 hours on the structure and script of a single video, 2 hours to shoot the video, and then another 4 to 6 hours for editing. Finding all those hours to do that while also working full-time for Airbnb was challenging to say the least. As more people watch my videos, I also started to have people reach out to me for individual help. I was thrilled and excited to be helping people on that level, but it was also using up a lot of my time. Eventually, I just did not have enough time to help everyone who reached out to me, and I hated that I was unable to meet their needs. Trying to juggle all that led to several burnouts for me last year. At some point, I realized that it was just not sustainable. There was no way for me to handle everything without seriously sacrificing the quality of what I was producing. And I feel that compromising the quality was not fair to me or others. I wanted to be proud and satisfied with what I put out there, and I would have felt that I was cheating people if I was providing content and advice I knew could be better. It became clear that I needed to make a choice. I have to either quit my job or quit my side project with this YouTube channel. I first considered finding a way to control the amount of time I spent on this channel. I could publish videos less frequently. However, the simple fact was that I had so much to say. Just one video a week was not enough to keep up with everything. Not only that, I had begun helping people individually. Hopping on calls and giving people advice or simply helping them unblock was very rewarding to me. But I knew I would also have to cut back on time spent doing this if I choose to focus fully on my job with Airbnb. The decision ultimately came down to where my passion truly lies. I loved working for Airbnb, but at the same time, I felt my YouTube channel will allow me to have a larger impact. Through my videos and answering people's questions, I'm able to help other people succeed. So when I thought about giving up the chance to have that impact in people's lives, I realized that I could not do it. It was too important for me, and since I cannot sustain both that and a full-time job, I knew I had to quit Airbnb. It was not an easy decision. In fact, it may be the most difficult decision I have made so far in my career and life. However, it was made somewhat easier by the support I have received. So many people have let me know how what I do have helped them succeed, and those testimonials gave me the courage and conviction I needed to take the plunge. By reading things like this, I knew that I really was having an impact, and the chance to continue doing that was what pushed me to devote myself fully to my passion. I quit Airbnb back in June, so I have had a little while to reflect on my decision and its results. I'm happy to say that I'm glad that I made the decision. This past 2 months, I have engaged with more than 30 people in my services, including mock interviews, consultation, and my coaching program. I have also been able to almost double the number of subscribers to my YouTube channel in that time. Several days ago, I was even able to launch my website, didinterviewpro.com, which has given me a wonderful platform from which to consolidate and grow my business. I am so grateful to be seeing the benefits of quitting Airbnb so quickly. Since making myself more accessible, the amount of interest in my business has only grown to fill the time I created by quitting my job. Well, it was definitely a tough decision, but I feel it has paid off by allowing me to follow my true passion and have a larger positive impact on others. So, Did Interview Pro is now my full-time job. What this means for you guys is more regular content, updates, and availability in my services. I never would have been able to reach this point without your support, and I hope I can continue helping you all succeed. So guys, feel free to visit my website at didinterviewpro.com to get all the useful resources I have organized for you to prepare for your interviews. As always guys, I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or feedback for me. I will see you soon.